Alright. So, let's find out. Also, happy Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Today is Today is an honor, but today is a day to honor those who we descend from, right? Honor our ancestors, honor our those who have passed to the other side, friends, family. Today's a day to really it's like a Mexican Memorial Day, right? That's pretty much what it is. But it's instead of being sad about it, we're gonna celebrate them, right? Celebrate the fact that they did live. Celebrate the fact that they brought life to us. Celebrate the legacies that they've left behind. It's a good day to honor them, and I mean every day is a day to honor them, to be real. Like I'm somebody who wakes up and I'm like, ancestors, it's me, your boy. Like, like every day. But like, I do feel like, this is one of my favorite holidays because today, today we feed the dead. And I know that sounds kind of morbid if you don't understand the cultural thing there, but like in Central America, I don't like saying just Mexico because it's not just Mexico, but in Central America they light all these candles around the graves, they show up and they bring food, right? Like all their favorite foods if they know their favorites, or whatever, and they make plates for their those who have passed, right? And so, today we honor them and we make plates for them. We, we do what we do. And I don't know, y'all know me. I do many different practices, especially in regards to honoring the dead. And like All Hallows Eve, oh my god, I love Halloween too. Just wait until Christmas. That's when the real rituals begin. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up about holidays and get on with the reading. Happy Dia de los Muertos. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you. What message Spirit has for you today. The Galactic Federation, collaboration, meetings, and community. All right, this is all about coming together, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean like, this is people coming from all different walks of life, right? This is what I'm seeing, like a collaboration of people coming from different places, different times, different, and that's kind of where I get this energy of like, it could be like a family event, but also it could be like a group of you and your friends coming together, collaborating, hanging out, talking. We're going to elaborate on that. Elaborate on that collaboration. What deck do we want to use? This one. Okay, that couldn't go. Alright, so maybe you had a Halloween party, right? Or maybe you got together with friends for Halloween. That could have been it. Maybe you're just being more social these days. Let's see. King of Pentacles. This could be work related. Coming together with, and I'm saying that because King of Pentacles, or you're an Earth sign, there's that possibility. But King of Pentacles is often like somebody who's coming in like this boss energy, or like a natural leader, somebody who's here to get shit done, right? Two of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So, looks like you could be experiencing a breakup, or like going through a separation, a severance. Let's clarify this Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse is definitely like breakup energy, right? And I mean, here's my thing. Breakups can't be a bad thing. And I know people are like, how? They can't be a bad thing. Because all it is, you know, what your frequency, where you vibrate at, what your energy is. If somebody cannot can no longer vibrate on the same frequency as you, or you no longer vibrate on the same frequency as them, whatever, there's a you know, there's no more alignment between you. It's no longer this like, there's, you know, and instead of having things flow together, instead it creates friction, right? And that friction just kind of causes a severance. So going back to the Galactic Federation, you could be talking to people about this, talking to friends, family, coworkers even, but it's the feeling of like something coming to an end here in regards to a relationship. So let's dive deeper, Spirit. Tell me more. Alright, so we have Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands. So basically what this is telling me is that, hold on, you know, I'm gonna leave that there. The Seven of Cups, it's like, you have options, right? You don't feel limited in options. It's like, maybe, you know, things are opening up. Maybe you have more romantic options kind of coming to the table at this time, and you're kind of like losing interest, right? Because with the Ten of Wands, it's like this connection, this relationship or whatever, it's more of a burden and kind of like a hindrance in the way versus oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. But it's more like in the way than part of the way, if that makes sense. Like, at least according to how you're feeling, right? With the Ten of Wands, it's like you feel like it's holding you up from like progressing, right? It's slowing you down on your path. I still feel like I gotta sneeze. Ghost walking through me, guys. Okay. But yeah, it's like, with all these options, with all these, you know, different things opening up for you, it kind of just feels burdensome to hold on to this connection. Like maybe this connection wasn't one that you were like super invested in or whatever. But I feel like you're talking to your friends about it, family about it. It just looks like you're kind of ready to be done with it. Knight of Wands in reverse with the Three of Swords. It's like you don't want to hurt anybody, right? So maybe they didn't do anything necessarily wrong, but you haven't communicated about your feelings or about this change in your feelings, right? Because with the Knight of Wands in reverse, because you don't want to hurt somebody and you feel like it's going to be inevitable, like somebody's going to be upset. What's your advice from Spirit? I mean, it looks like it's inevitable. Sometimes it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. It's better to just be like, you know what? Something changed in my circumstances, or my feelings changed, or this is just not working out. You know, it's better to be forthright and to be, you know, straight up about these things rather than dragging it out and letting it become one of those karmic situations that like just drains the fucking soul out of you. If you know the connection is dead, let it be. No loss is actually a loss, you know? 8 of Wands, it's like, I feel like you're ready to move forward or you're ready to, like, embark on something new. Like, maybe this just became too, like, routine or too complacent, too, you know, it's not like, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. It doesn't feel like it's really, moving. And so I feel like you're kind of like, all right, it's time to get a move on life, you know? We have 8 of Swords on the front of the deck, which indicates, like, this being pretty quick. There's somebody not seeing it coming. Oh, more than anything, this is going to be a very fast-moving, thing. Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is the most envied queen in the whole deck, right? This is somebody who, is very artistic, very creative, very passion-driven. Wait, didn't you show up as a King of Pentacles? Oh, you did! So I think we're talking about this person, that you're dealing with. Queen of Wands is also very honest and very open, right? So, it feels like, you know, she's just sitting there chilling with her sunflower, her wand, her cat. She's just, you know, probably immersing herself in her creativity. I feel like she sees the truth in this situation and is kind of like also in this energy of like waiting it out to see how it's gonna play out. That's kind of the energy I feel like. It's kind of, I mean, the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Truth. She knows the truth. She holds the truth within her. I feel like she could intuitively feel a shift in the energy. Also, she's kind. She's humble. She's not like somebody who's gonna come at you and like try to rip your throat out, you know? The Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, and I feel like obstacles will be removed. Like, whatever the holdup is, um, you know, whatever the situation is that feels like it's impeding the progress. Because, I mean, the Hanged Man in reverse is, with that Ten of Wands showing up, you know, it's like that burden is being removed for you, or like anything that is inhibiting your progress at this time. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, right? Four of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's like struggling to like save money or to do, they're struggling with finances, or like, you know, not where they want to be financially, I guess is the best way to put it. Five of Wands with the Tower indicates conflict and something coming to an end, right? But this conflict also with the Five of Wands can come from within, and it can be that internal conflict, because I don't feel this Queen of Wands is going to be one to just leap in and be like, yeah, let's fight. You know, she's too mature for that. She's too humble for that. She's too understanding for that. So I feel like this conflict is really something that's coming from like within. And with the Tower, something's definitely coming apart here, right? And it's, I mean, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse too, it could represent that there just wasn't a strong enough foundation for it. Or maybe, you know, I mean, with the Seven of Cups, I do see, like, you're not without options, you know? Like, and I feel like options could be sprouting out. It's kind of like, you know what they say about, like, how, you know, as soon as you get with somebody, then all of a sudden it's like everybody wants to get with you. You know, it's like people just start coming out of the woodworks and they're like, oh, hey, you know, and you're just like, bro, like, I was single all that time and now people are showing up, you know? And that's kind of the energy that I feel with that Seven of Cups. But I feel also like the connection wasn't strong enough to really hold on to. The connection started feeling more like a burden than anything, because then it's like inhibiting you, right? And maybe, you know, maybe there's somebody else who has caught your fancy. The Temperance in reverse. Not having like the patience to wait for something, or like feeling kind of like you'd rather have like everything be right now. You don't want to have to wait for the circumstances to become right. You want them to just be right. And you know, that's fair. It's absolutely that's absolutely fair. Because like, who the hell wants to sit and wait for things to be right if it's just not already there. Also, that Sagittarius energy. All these wands could be a Sagittarius. Could be somebody sitting in Sagittarius. If they have it in their chart. Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like also it feels like you don't want to disappoint people, or you don't want to, I'm feeling that energy of like, I don't want to be like the rest, kind of energy. So like, but you're not like the rest, right? Especially if you're being straight up and honest, and you're just like, look, this is just actually how I feel about this situation. Like, the best thing you could ever do for anybody is just be straight up. Um, you do more damage by not being open and honest, by not being like, yeah, you know? Four of Cups, yeah. I feel like you're just done. It just keeps kind of reiterating that. Like, you're just kind of like, this isn't what I want. Or maybe, you thought you wanted it, and then the reality of it just didn't match up. It didn't make you feel much, right? Um, it's kind of funny, because, like, it feels almost like you care a lot about their feelings, right? At the same time, because I do see, like, there's a lot of respect and admiration. It's just something about this energy feels so distant, right? Like, it feels so, and it's almost like it's too much, from what I'm seeing. So, all right. What else does Spirit have for you? It's kind of just replaying this over and over, that you're just kind of like ready to like move forward, and maybe this connection wasn't all that you had hoped it would be, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're putting other connections on hold, which I think is also sweet, that you're still like honoring this, even though you know how you feel. Um, you're putting other connections on hold, and you're just like, also, I feel like it almost feels like you didn't have a chance to really, experience so much. I don't know what that means. With the sun, showing up, the sun is always a good sign, right? Especially showing up after the tower. It's like, all of this is like leading to a really good outcome here. The sun is Leo energy. And it's kind of like this energy of like, if you let go, right? Because with the Ace of Wands, they're holding on, right? And I also feel this energy of letting go and feeling conflicted about that with the Five of Wands. There's a lot of wands. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Could be a fire sign yourself. You've got Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo on the board, so like I mean, it could be. Also, like, yeah, I'm just feeling this energy that you're just kind of like good without them. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I feel like honestly, the quicker you like push this tower over, the quicker you rip the band-aid off, the better it will be. You know, sitting here talking to your friends about it isn't going to make it happen any quicker. Um, and it's, you do yourself and other people a disservice by like not just doing it, you know. God dang it, I need to get comfortable. I hate chairs. But yeah, so yeah, it's kind of this energy of like, don't hesitate, right? Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, don't hesitate. Um, Four of Cups, it's like, you know, you dishonor your own feelings if you don't address it immediately. And honestly, this is like how relationships fail anyway. Because right now you're at this point of like, um, we could communicate and fix it, resolve it, work on it, whatever, or just let it be done, right? But it almost feels like it's early enough, right? I feel like there's not like enough backstory here, especially, I mean, just with how the energy is coming out with this Eight of Wands, with how fast this connection has moved. It just feels like, you know, you could rip off the band-aid now and not have to deal with waiting for it, you know. I don't know, man. Alright, anything else? Ace of Cups. This is an act of self-love. Honor your feelings, right? Honor your feelings always. That is an act of self-love. So, that's pretty much what I have for the tarot. I'm going to pull some Kali cards for you. The Ace of Cups is all about filling your own cup and being true to yourself. And, you know, like, it's okay for things to not work out. Sometimes that's the lesson in it. Take the lesson as it be like, you know? And, like, just because, I mean, the Queen of Wands is an attractive force. I see that. But just because they're very attractive, same with King of Pentacles. It looks like an attractive-ass couple. Especially with the Seven of Cups, like other suitors, you know, and it's like, just because they might hold the image doesn't mean that the Queen of Wands or the King of Pentacles will ever be divine counterparts, right? Like, let's be real. But not. Two of Cups shows minor arcana love, right? So that's kind of like karmic. It's like something that shows up from, like, you know, you guys probably experienced this in a past life, had a deep connection based on that, but then the connection just faltered very quickly. That's what I'm saying. Petered out. Chamunda. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline required to conquer a difficult situation. Chamunda is the power to accomplish what you need and desire. She is with you now. Her presence now portends a truly exceptional breakthrough on your path. I like that, you know, because I feel like this whole situation arose for you to learn something from it, right? Maybe the lesson is here not to, like, drown yourself in trying to make something work if it doesn't work. You know, because maybe in past relationships you were that person who would just try and try and try and try, and then you never would just surrender to it is what it is until it was like you'd already experienced so much. You could skip a lot of the hardship because you already know how these things end. This kind of reminds me of that song by Devachka. It's called How It Ends. He sings, "You already know how it ends." And it's like, because you've done this before, right? This is this is something very karmic, something that's been lived out. And it's like, I feel the energetic familiarity of that for you. And you're just kind of like, this isn't the connection. No matter how much you wanted it to be, you can't force a connection. Um, so don't feel bad. Just honor your feelings, you know? Just honor your feelings. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.